Guess what? It's my birthday. I don't feel old, but I am old. And the worst part is I'm just going to continue getting old. I wanted to dress cute today and I look naked. Like, people are gonna click on this video and be like, I thought she was gonna be naked. That's what you sound like. That is what you sound like. Anywho, so it is my 28th birthday. We've had quite a few birthdays, and the 28th is kind of a big special one because I actually started YouTube when I was 18. Technically, it's down the line, but I'm about to hit that 10-year mark, and so it's really wild to be here. What better way to celebrate a birthday than have a birthday Q&A? You know, we came up with a bunch of questions on Twitch. Hope you guys like it. So without further ado, let's begin. First question is, if you could be a guy for a day, would you want to see what sex is like from a guy's perspective? Absolutely. I would be a little concerned about having a ding-a-ling between my legs, but I would think it would be a third leg between my legs. Second question, what's a food or meal that you used to hate and now you love, or vice versa? So I used to like bananas and now I absolutely hate them. I despise them. And a food I used to hate but now love, most vegetables, I think. Asparagus. Oh my god, asparagus. I hated asparagus. Do you want to know why? My mom only cooked asparagus in that they came in a can. They came in a can and she would boil them from the can, and then that's how we would eat asparagus. Next question is, if you didn't become an internet personality, where would you see your life now? I have no idea. I have no idea, and it's a little scary. I don't like thinking about it. Next question is, what 3 things would you miss most if you moved out of LA? Okay, so 1, I would miss, I feel like I should say my friends first, but like all of my friends moved out of LA. I think I have a few left. Okay, in case they watch this and I'm gonna get a text, Kate, what the hell? I will miss my friends. Secondly, the food. Do you know how there's so many different kinds of foods? There's like Dave's Hot Chicken, there's my favorite ramen place, Silver Lake Ramen, there's all kinds of sushi, there's onigiri places, there's curry, Coco Curry House. So much flavor. There's an Indian place that I really like. I always hated Indian food, but I found this one place, what's it called? Flavor of India. Next question, if you had one thing to take to a deserted island, would you choose a full course meal or a cold Dr. Pepper? Cold Dr. Pepper, that part matters. Did you even have to ask? Of course I'd take the Dr. Pepper. Next question, what is your dream car to own? I actually technically own her. I love my car, but I've always wanted a red Volkswagen Beetle from like 2002. Why? Don't know. Don't know. What's your favorite dog breed? Sheltie and German Shepherd, but also I like all dogs, but Sheltie. So Riley, essentially. As someone who's lived alone and with single or multiple roommates, what's the difference, pros and cons? So I'm just going to say this as fast as I can. Living with roommates is lots of fun. It's like a party every single day inside your house, and it's great, but also you're an introvert and you're like, oh my god, I need alone time. I just want the house to myself, for crying out loud, and you can't have that because you have roommates. But at the same time, it's also nice to have people around, and like if you want to hang out with somebody, you don't have to hit them up because they live with you. Downsides, like you also have to like clean the house all the time, and sometimes roommates don't pull their weight. Like I've lived in houses before where people just would refuse to sweep or Swiffer or mop or do anything. They would do the dishes, but they would do their dishes, and it's just, sometimes people don't pull their weight, and they also don't respect your belongings. I've had, my couch has been torn apart with like gum, pin, blood. But living alone is lonely, so I like roommates. Next question, do you remember your first cell phone you owned? Was it pre-smartphone era? Yes, it was. It was a flip phone. It was from Singular. It was just a circle. It didn't have like the time on the front. It was just silver and like a brick. And it had a little antenna. Does it feel weird knowing some people have been following your videos for like 10 years? Not weird, but I do. Some people, like, I guess they forget that I'm not gonna remember every single video. Imagine if someone's like, hey, remember every single day you've had for the last 10 years. And also, why have you changed? You're different. You're different from when you were 18. Like, I fucking better be. Are you kidding me? If I still acted like that today we watched my old videos on streams, and oh my god. Self-growth is good. Change is good. Sometimes you have to accept change. If you are going down a negative path, that is not necessarily good, and you want to go down good paths. I feel like I'm currently going down a good path with self-growth and self-learning and self-love. It's kind of wild that I've been doing it for so long, you know? Like, there's documentation. I uploaded videos just to upload videos, and now it's like I've documented my life, and it's kind of cool to like look back at, you know? What is your second favorite soda pop? Soda pop. I like Cherry 7 Up. I think 7-Up is also owned by Dr. Pepper. Okay, Dr. Pepper owns my soul. The other day I found out Snapple, I love Snapple. Snapple is owned by Dr. Pepper, not like Coke, Dr. Pepper. Hey Google. Google's downstairs, never mind. Hey Siri, where's the first place you would like to travel after the Rona is gone? Japan, I wanna go to Japan, and I wanna go to South Korea. I've been trying to study my Korean on Duolingo and other apps. Right now I think on Duolingo I'm at like 267 days in a row. I have not gotten better, but I'm trying, and that's what matters. If you could be another person for a day, who would you be? Thor. I would want to be Thor. I would want to experience what Thor experienced. I would want to have Thor thoughts. Do you believe in ghosts? No, but I have had paranormal experiences where I've been pushed down the stairs by said ghost. My dad was on the phone and then a ghost spoke next to him, and also I was playing the piano once and then all of the dead lady stuff was behind me and I felt like someone was watching me, and I told my mom, I was like, whose stuff is that? It's creepy. My mom was like, oh, that was the lady that lived here, she died. Oh, cool. Not to mention in my old apartment, I don't know if you guys remember my old apartment, I had things that flew off shelves. I would wake up with crazy bruises all over my legs, you know, stuff like that. And I don't really believe in ghosts. I believe in demons. Just straight up, like, ghosts don't mess with me, demons do. Why? Is it because I'm a witcher? Who would you kiss, marry, and kill from Overwatch? Okay, kiss, okay, kiss Hanzo, marry Mercy, and kill Doomfist. He destroys me. When I play Mercy, every time it's like, and then he hits me up against a wall and then I die instantly every time. No, or Roadhog. Roadhog lately has been hooking me at ungodly lengths across the whole map. It makes no sense. And then don't get me started on when Widow people are like, Pete, no scope, Pete. Like, I'm fine. I'm sure there's others out there that also anger me, like Genji mains. If you could take one cultural thing from home, Georgia or Oklahoma, and put it in California, what would it be? Barbecue. Barbecue. I have not found a place in California that has done barbecue. And also, I really like Tex-Mex a lot, and out here in California, they have a different type of Mexican food, whereas in like Texas, it's Tex-Mex. I love Tex-Mex, and I like the food. I like the Mexican food out here too, don't get me wrong. I just really love unhealthy food. And in Texas, they know how to put that queso on. If you could move to any city in a fantasy world, where would you move to? Hyrule. What was the first online game that you played? Neopets. I used to write fan fictions about my Neopets. Oh my god, I didn't even know what fan fictions were. I just knew I wanted to write like my characters hugging and like, oh god, why am I remembering this? What word do you absolutely hate the sound of? For an example, everyone hates moist. I've talked about this. I made a whole video dedicated to this. I hate the word rad, and it lights a fire inside my soul. I hate that word so much. Like, oh dude, that was such a rad thing. If you could live in any game, which would you choose? Legend of Zelda. Probably Breath of the Wild, because that game looks awesome, but also Twilight Princess, but it's also a little spooky. Breath of the Wild just kind of looks pretty and you can make your own food, and Link also just, you know? Who is your current anime boyfriendo? Well, my husbando is Benimaru from that time I got reincarnated as a slime, but my boyfriendo, don't tell Benimaru. So, I wasn't like allowed to watch this anime, and like lately I was like, I'm gonna watch this anime. Oh god, how do I explain it? Okay, so I think his name is, oh, I know his name is Rin. He's, it's a swimming anime, and handsome men everywhere swimming. Rin Matsuoka, I think. I just want to know, what top food dishes do you want your friends to make you for a movie night? I don't know. Usually I do the cooking, but I like cookies, so probably cookies. I feel like that would be solid. But no nuts. I don't like cookies with nuts. The texture's weird. And also cookies with nuts just kind of sound gross. Or oatmeal cookies, that counts as a nut. Or raisins. They're not my friends if they put raisins in, it's okay. If you could live in the Star Wars universe for however long you want, would you rather be a pilot for the Millennium Falcon or an X-Wing? If so, what would your co-pilot either be for the Falcon or the X-Wing? I would probably want to fly the X-Wing, because if I somehow have access and to be the pilot of the Millennium Falcon, I'd be a little concerned because Han would come after my ass, and I don't know if that's like, Okay, Chewie would come after my ass. But anyway, so I think X-Wings are pretty cool, and my co-pilot would probably have to be like Riley or Thor or can I pick BTS? What is your idea of a perfect date? Honestly, my love languages are attention. What's the attention one? The attention one? That's my number one. My second one is physical touch. So if we could do anything where like we go to a park and we hold hands, or we go to a beach and we hold hands, or we go see a movie and we hold hands. Pretty much, I'm very simple. I'm very low maintenance as long as you like give me attention. And that's not like a, oh my god, I need your attention all the time, text me all the time. It's not like that. It's just like spending time with me means so much. Even if we're just sitting on the couch and like our feet are touching, because like you're spending time with me and then our feet are touching, that's like both of my love languages, and that's all I need. Next question, what's something not many people may know about you? What's something people don't know about me? I've never seen Star Trek, nor do I care to. Does that count? Next question is, what thing doesn't scare you that scares what thing doesn't scare you that other people are scared of? Spiders. Spiders don't really, but they spook me. Like if there's one, I'm like, "Huh!" and then I'll kill it. But I'm not like scared of it. And also, people are afraid of butterflies. Like butterflies, really? I'm not afraid of butterflies. I'm also not afraid of the ocean. A lot of people I've noticed are afraid of the ocean. I don't really care. I hope there's dolphins in there. If there's whales in there, I'll swim with them too. Would you rather go back in time 10 years with your current thoughts and memories, or go forward 50 years and have an hour conversation with your future self? This is a hard question, because if I went back 10 years with my current thoughts and memories, I would mess up my timeline, right? And I don't know if I want to do that. I would want to go back so that way I don't have to go through some of the stuff I went through in the last 10 years, but it's also like, it's character development, you know, and like I am who I am because of what I went through, and I don't want to mess that up. But also going 50 years into the future, that's terrifying. What if I go into the future and it's like, oh yeah, you have a kid when you're 28, and be like, I'm about to turn 28 in like 10 minutes. Actually 10 minutes. Okay, I'd probably go to the future just to see what I look like, and then we would talk about, would I still like BTS? Next question is, as it's about to be your birthday, are there any collectibles you were looking to get for yourself? It doesn't exist yet, but yes. So I've noticed that time I got reincarnated as a slime, one of my favorite animes, they have been putting out more and more figurines of all the people. They've put out all the titty girls, all the titty, all of them, but they haven't put out my Benimaru. They haven't put out my husbando, and I'm so upset, and I'm just waiting. I'm waiting because maybe, just maybe, they will. I've tweeted about wanting one. I've let it be known for a long time he is my husbando, and no one else can take that spot in my soul. So maybe, just maybe, they will make one of him, and I can have him, and I can put him next to Link, because Link doesn't technically count as a husbando because he's not anime, right? Link is my husband, period. Link, hit me up in VR world. We'll get this, you know, taken care of, and make it legal. I gotta go. It's my birthday soon. But 8 minutes. Oh, as my last few minutes of being 27, I thought this year was going to be different. I really did. I thought it was gonna be such a good year because I was really worried, but I was like, no, I feel it. 27 is gonna be a great year. And then literally the world set itself on fire and exploded in an ass full of diarrhea. Like, I don't even, it started off great. Like, I met BTS in January. Like, no, it was February? January. It was one of the 2 months, and I think it was January, but I met them and like meet and greet, and so it was great. And then I was supposed to see the concert, and then the world just went like it. Do I think that being 28 and having 28-year-old things, is it going to be special? I don't know. It's what we make of it, and I feel fine. I don't, you know, have drinks anymore because hangovers got too intense for me. I'm not the young girl I used to be. I'm old Margaret. Sorry. If you're in streams, you understand. If you're not, I can't explain myself. I just wanted to wrap all this up, and thank you guys for watching me for this long. It's been a wild ride for being here for so long, and having once again another birthday. But I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and thank you for watching on my birthday. Thank you for supporting me and hanging out with me and watching my video, and I hope you guys have a fantastic day of October 22nd, 2020. Oh my god, I'm 28. Goodbye.